All right, gang. Shedeur Sanders made his debut in this year of 2026 in the first preseason game of the year against the Chicago Bears. This game was played in Chicago, and Shedeur Sanders entered the game in the third quarter, while Deshaun Watson started the game, and he played the full 2 quarters. Now, when you look at the numbers, their stats, once again, Shedeur Sanders was 6 of 11 for 79 yards and 1 interception. He had a pass rating of 54.5%. Shedeur Sanders' first pass over toward the sideline. I mean, he threw a dime over there. So you got to like what Shedeur Sanders put on film on that play right there. But also, man, it was 3rd and 13 because some things had happened during that possession. Shedeur Sanders dropped back. He can throw that long ball. He can throw the deep ball. That's what you got to like about Shedeur Sanders. But you also got to keep in mind about this game. They didn't have no running game with him nor Deshaun Watson. Shedeur Sanders was playing with the third string. Malachi Coley was his wide receiver. And then you got Gage as his wide receiver, number 81 as his wide receiver. Then the tight ends. The players around him just didn't look good. You will hear a lot of that when it comes to Shedeur Sanders starting Monday. The operation. How does the structure look with the offense with him at quarterback? And that's hard to judge when you're playing with third string people who trying to make the team. And most of them won't make the team. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. So that's the problem that Shedeur Sanders had in this game. But still, he didn't look bad. He had a couple mistakes himself now. Let's keep it real. He had a fumble exchange from the center. That caused the offense to stall. And then also, he had a ball batted down at the line of scrimmage. Matter of fact, he had 2 balls batted down in the line of scrimmage. They was down there in the red zone getting ready to score. It was 4th and 2. Todd Monken said, go for it. And they tried to run the ball. And man, they stopped him. The Chicago Bears stopped him. I wish Shedeur had got out of that play and ran another play. But he couldn't because the time was running down on him. That's what you're going to hear about operation. Getting in the huddle, get the play so you'll have time to change a play when you get to the line of scrimmage. And he just didn't have time to change that play when he got to the line of scrimmage. So those are some things he got to work on, but still, Shedeur Sanders was 6 of 11, 79 yards, and he had 1 interception. It was a good read, but it just was a bad throw. It was an overthrow that got that interception for Shedeur Sanders. He only ran 3 series during the game. He had 2 series in the 3rd quarter, and he had 1 series in the 4th quarter, and then they turned it over to Dylan Gabriel. So that's how that went with Shedeur Sanders playing in his first preseason game against the Chicago Bears. They lost the game. I think it was 34-10 or something like that. And also Deshaun Watson. We got to talk about Deshaun Watson. Well, how did he look? Deshaun Watson looked all right. He looked better than I thought he was going to do. Now, he didn't throw a pass over 10 yards. But hey, Deshaun Watson was 11 of 15, 126 yards, no TDs, no interceptions. But pass completion rating was 73.3%. So look at that. So it was 10-10 when he left the game at halftime. Then he turned it over to Shedeur Sanders. But once again, Deshaun Watson, 11 of 15, 126 yards. He had a strip sack, and that was about it on him. He didn't throw the ball. He didn't throw it deep. He did not complete a pass over 10 yards. And that's some of the stuff he did years before. He just don't have that strong arm. He just don't have that deep ball throw like Shedeur Sanders do. Shedeur Sanders pushed that thing down the field. Now, it's going to be interesting to see Shedeur Sanders next week with the first team offense. He going to have KC Concepcion. That boy showed out today. You hear me? Yeah, the little time that he was out there, KC Concepcion is a game changer this year for the Cleveland Browns. But my concern with the Cleveland Browns is going to be depth. They don't have the depth, y'all. They don't have no depth at the linebacker position. They don't have no depth in the defensive backs, cornerbacks, climb to the second level. They can't run the ball. They didn't run the ball today. So I don't know what they're going to be able to do. I thought they were going to win this division, but I don't know now, y'all. When I saw that offensive line, see, it's hard to judge. You see, it's hard to judge an offensive line in training camp when they're going up against their own people. But once you put them on the field with another team, you can see everything you need to see. And what I saw from the Cleveland Brown offensive line, they can't get no push. That's why the running game looked bad today. And guess what? Chicago Bears did not play their first team offense nor their first team defense today. It just may be a long year for the Cleveland Browns unless they change some things around. But for us back to the quarterback, when it comes to DESHAUN Watson, I thought he looked decent today. I told you yesterday, last night, they can make it look better for DESHAUN Watson if they want to. Quick passes, short passes, get the ball out of your hand. And he connected on 11 of 15, 126 yards. Now, one of those passes was a screen to Dylan Sampson, and it was for 43 yards. So DESHAUN Watson got a lot of yards off that screen pass, that one screen pass, 43 yards to Dylan Sampson. That's my take on what happened today. And I have a live show at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time tonight. It's a 30-minute show. If you ain't doing anything, stop by and be my special guest. I would love to have you over there, a part of the show. All right? You're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do my favor, do my solid, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. All right? Until later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.